Hi, I am Keenara Nebulo, DM for a Curse of Strahd campaign, also known as Curse of Valheim, and also your host for the Unlucky Rollers TTG podcast, starring Addie Cat as Vetra.
Hey, Atticat here. I play Vetra Valeria, a human storm sorcerer from Barovia, who is quick to trust and to lend a helping hand.
BK Mad Dog as Baelfire.
Hi, I'm BK Mad Dog. I play Baelfire Stormcaller of Clan Kathos. I'm a Goliath Barbarian, and I'm a generally nice guy until you make me angry and I start raging. And I might throw you over a railing.
Daggerton as Ifir.
Hi, I'm Ifir. I'm a furball life cleric, and I'm kind of like the old guy in Up, only older and more grumpy.
Dr. Awesome as Dick.
Hi, I'm Dick Butkus, a human necromancer. I have a distrust for authority, but I'm generally just a nice guy.
Queen as Nafina.
Hi, I'm Quinty. I'm Nafina, the Wood Elf Ranger, and I will shoot an arrow through your head.
And Yuri as, well, Yuri.
It's Yuri Weenus, fighter, half elf. Quite clearly the best looking of the group.
The hotness rolls last week prove it. Speaking of Yuri, if you want to give us a little bit of a quick rundown of what Valheim Gladiators is, and yeah, take it away.
Sure, if you're interested in Valheim and have run out of stuff to do in it, we organize a PvP minigame battle every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on my channel, twitch.tv/YuriNalarm. It's tons of fun. Yeah, you should just check it out.
Last on the docket here, we have our menu. And as you can see, everything from bits all the way to subs and follows, and including raids, are going to give the favor to the players or potentially the DM, depending on how the rolls go. So every time something like that happens, I will roll a dice on stream, and that will determine who gets the favor. Let's dive down into the depths of the river. You guys are standing in front of a massive pile of rubble. The building has completely collapsed, and obviously Yuri is no longer amongst you guys, as he was upstairs on the second floor with Swift trying to save the children. Swift ended up being able to jump out of the window, but as he did, unfortunately, the upper two floors actually started to collapse and trapped Yuri on the second floor underneath a bunch of rubble. He took a bunch of damage by the sounds of things, and eventually, as you guys finally made your way outside of said windmill, the rest of the tower collapsed. Queen, you were going to start digging him out, and what was everybody else going to be doing?
I'm also going to be digging.
I'll be digging as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he's our buddy, so I guess.
Lady Nafina, Nafina, Alyssa comes up to you. Lady Nafina, what happened to Yuri? Where is he?
I just look at the thing and keep digging. Look at the pile of rubble and continue to dig. And say, under here, somewhere, who knows?
Alyssa takes that cue and tries to start digging herself. I'm going to need everybody to roll me a strength check 3 times, please. That is digging.
How long has it fight ended?
What?
How long has it been since the fight ended?
It, like, literally just ended.
Okay, so I'm getting advantage on all these strength checks then, because I'm still in my rage.
Yep. How long after you don't take a hit?
It's going to be Basically, one turn.
Okay, so you can take advantage on the first strength, but not the next two.
I rolled an 8, a 5, and a 14.
I just
Okay.
rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 20. So I'm
Here
going
we
to
go.
roll my third one now.
I got a 21, an 11, and another 21.
I rolled a 1, a natural 1, and then 2 natural 20s in a row.
I rolled
How?
a
What is
14,
this?
a natural 1 that ends up being a 2, and an 8.
This is so dumb.
Now mine is all sorts of broken.
What are you doing to yourself? Why did she roll 6 times? So every other roll for Alyssa. So 13, 8, and 5 makes sense.
I got an 18, a 14, and a 15. For some reason, it's doing advantage in all of them,
Okay.
and my first roll didn't go through.
So over the course of the next hour and about an hour, I would say, with those natural 20s from Doc and those high rolls from Ifear and BK, and then of course everybody else just helping. I didn't roll for Ismark or Swift, but I'd say it took you guys about an hour. You guys came across the bones or the disformed, bloodied, massive body inside those rags that they called clothes of Morgantha the hag and the 2 other dead hags. But you have not yet found Yuri.
I would like to search the hags' bodies. See if they have any items of magical nature that might be useful to me.
Sorry, you said we did not find Yuri?
Have not found Yuri yet, no.
I want to tell everybody that I tried to send him one of my messages and I didn't get a response.
Ooh, not good. I don't think we can stay here much longer either. I mean, the windmill crashing down on top of that thunder wave that Alyssa sent. People are going to hear that. Things that we don't want knowing where we are going to know where we are again.
Vetra, you found on one of the hags' bodies a silvery looking bag. It has nothing in it. It's an empty, silvery like looking bag.
Should I do an arcana or a history check or something like that to see if I recognize if there's anything special about the bag?
I would allow you to do an investigation check or an arcana check, yeah?
I'll roll an arcana check for 11.
With an 11, you definitely see that there's some magical properties around the bag, but you don't know much more than that. It's definitely magical,
Okay.
though.
I'll keep it
The
for
only
now.
other thing you guys would have found on the bodies were, for Ifear's pleasure, the straight piece of iron that Morgantha had.
Better than yours, Ifair?
And you guys would have also found some random odds and sods materials for your guys' spells. Without actually going through the list of your guys' spells, I would allow you to pick one of your spells that needs a material component that's a little bit more rare to find, and they would have them.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm good.
Should we talk to the newest members of Nefina's child army?
Yeah.
I don't want him. I've already got a ward.
That's how I know you're going to be a good leader. You don't want it.
I'll approach the kids I'm a friendly person. Hey kids, were they holding you up in that tower? Are you okay?
We were kidnapped from the village.
What village are you from?
So our hometown, our village. It's the village of Barovia.
Oh, you're from the village of Barovia. We actually just left there. Have you ever traveled outside your village other than this?
No, we were taken from our families in payment, or as
In
payment.
payment for what?
Safety of the family, of our family.
Well, I don't think there'd be any reason for you not to go back now. The mean women have left. They're all gone now.
I can see that, and she points to the dead bodies scattered across the floor. Thank you. But how do we get back?
Now that's a good question because we're not heading that way. But maybe if we bring you with us to the town where we're going, someone there can help you get home, like a traveling merchant, perhaps. And that way, you could be safe with us until we get there.
How old are these kids?
They're like 6 or 7 years old. Like they're young ones. Definitely not combat ready. Definitely going to slow you guys down on your travels. We're looking at like mid-afternoon now. You guys have about 2-3 hours left of daylight before dark comes into play. You're still about 4 hours from Vallaki. You're about 4 hours outside of Barovia, and you still have yet to find Yuri.
Does anybody have an extra hand axe or crossbow to hand over to one of them?
We have Iafir and Baelfire are both quite large, right? Could we stick kids up on your shoulders?
Yes.
I'm sure I could carry one.
What are your guys' carry capacities at so far right now?
That is a great question.
I was thinking, do we want to set up camp?
If we run into something on the road, I don't know how helpful I can be at this point.
You
If we
hear
don't take
Swift.
a long rest, then I think all the spellcasters are probably low on slots. I've got one left.
Even Alyssa, you look over at her and she's like breathing really, really hard. She's like exhausted from all of the spellcasting she's done today. But she's actually over with Swift right now, still digging.
I see her and her state and tell her to go take a seat. And I keep digging. And also tell somebody else to go start setting up camp.
I can do this. I'll help Yuri. I'll help it, Master Yuri. He needs help, and I'll help him. And she's like labored, and she's still digging and digging. She won't stop.
Okay, I physically pull her off the pile and go sit her down and say, you're no help to anyone if you like pass out from exertion.
Ismark goes and takes up helping Swift dig out Yuri. Irina looks at you all and says, we don't want to be caught on the roads at night. We should try and make for Vallaki as fast as possible.
I was going to suggest that as well. I think that's our best bet, is to try and just get there or as close to there as possible. And if we run into anything, yes, we're tired, we're injured. But if we do it closer to Vallaki, maybe there'll be more help.
Okay. I should
Instead
still
of
have
running
a good
into it
berry.
here.
And as you guys are talking amongst yourself, Iafir, come quickly! We found him!
Oh, thank God.
All right, I go over.
He's unconscious, but breathing.
Is he stable then?
I would say he's stable. Yes.
Okay. And I will. I guess, do I need to do a medicine check to know whether or not I can move him safely?
I would at this point. As you step up to him, you notice that there's a lot. He's got a lot of like sweat pouring off of him. He's very rigid. Like he literally looks like he's dead. Like he's rigor mortis has set in, but he's not dead. He's still breathing. But you like as you try to like move the body off of the rocks and stuff like that, like you notice that he's very, very stiff.
Then I guess I'm gonna. There's woods close by, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab a couple poles to make a stretcher, or I guess if there's anything in the rubble, like parts of the blades from the mill, then I'm just gonna make a stretcher out of that and put them on it.
Okay. Can I get you to make me a survival check? See if this
I'll
is
help
gonna
him
be
with it.
gonna work. All right. I fear survival check with advantage, or you can let Queen roll the survival check with advantage, or Petra can roll the survival check with advantage, or yeah, I don't know. However, you guys want to
I
work
have a
that one.
+3 to survival.
I've got +4.
4 as well.
Who's
So I fear should just roll
0.
advantage.
Okay. All right, so that's a 6.
So as you rummage around for things to make a stretcher out of, you notice that the windmill blades are too broken to create anything out of. You've got some rope, but it's all severed. You might be able to tie his hands around him and carry him out of that hanging from his legs and feet. But you were not able to make a stretcher. Swift.
I attempted seeing him fail. I rolled a 14.
Yeah, unfortunately, because you said to give him the roll, you used your help to try and give him the roll with advantage. Swift, as much as we don't want to go back to the village, we have two things. One, we have 2 kids with us. If we're all caught out in the woods, I'm sure they will die. Second, I have a cart just outside of town that we could go and get and put Yuri in and drag him to Velaki. Maybe we can stay at stay at the inn in Barovia for the evening. I know it's still going to be night before we get there, but maybe if a couple of us stay behind and the rest of us go and get my cart, we would be back first thing in the morning. I don't know what else to do here.
I want to tell you a story. It's very quick. Once upon a time, there was a wizard, a barbarian, and a cleric. And they were lost on an island. They could see the shore. It was about a mile away. And the wizard was very smart. So he tried to swim for it, and he made it almost to the land, and then he drowned. The cleric, he was pretty smart too. He made it about halfway there, and then he drowned. And then the barbarian, he wasn't as smart as some of those in our party. Even less, actually. He made it 3/4 of the way there and said, you know what, I don't think I can reach it. And then he swam all the way back to the island.
I don't like this story.
Petra, you always come up with such funny stories. Why would this barbarian think he couldn't make it and then swim all the way back? Your story makes no sense.
Well, if it's the same distance to one town as another, I vote we go to our destination.
But I have a cart with alcohol.
They have alcohol at the Velaki, I'm sure.
Yes. We should just do that, I think. Okay.
I can carry Yuri.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where can I look to see what my capacity for carrying is?
I can carry him.
On your inventory, if you click on the weight carried, if it'll come up with your carrying capacity and what your encumbered weight is. So I need your carrying, what you're currently carrying. So weight carried will give you a number. And then I also need your encumbered weight.
I'm guessing Yuri doesn't weigh less than 25 pounds.
Nope.
I'm currently carrying 136 because I think it's probably mostly the heavy armor, and 160 is when I get encumbered.
Okay, so that would slow your movement to half speed, which would
It cuts it by
slow
10 feet.
No, yeah, sorry, which means your speed would drop by 10 feet.
Okay, what about Baelfire?
It would be the same for me. I'm carrying less than you, but I would still end up being encumbered, so I'd be down to 20 feet of movement.
And then both of you, the kids weigh about 25 pounds apiece. So whoever's
Kids are
carrying
walking.
them.
Kids
Dick,
are
do
walking.
you have anything? Do you have anything to weigh in on this?
I'm already encumbered.
Dick, I will ask you one more time. Do you have anything that you can do to weigh in on this?
Sorry, no.
Is there somebody that follows you around that could help?
Oh, well, if we want to, we have to wait. It takes me 45 minutes or an hour. I can't remember. It takes me quite a while to conjure them up.
I don't think we have that kind of time.
So if we want to sit here and wait while we're,
I'm going to say this one more time. Doc, do you have anything else that you can do that will help?
I have anything?
You have a spell? Something?
No, I have all healing
No,
spells.
he does not have a spell. He has something physical that he can do.
I have noticed there are a lot of characters in this party who have alternate forms.
Dick, he does not have an
Anything
alternate
like that?
form. Dick,
I'm.
you have your Skelly buddy and what?
Well, I've got like.
He's got a warhorse.
Oh,
was about
to say,
I
but I was
God,
eating.
I'm so stupid. Yes, I do.
Yes, you are.
We've been inside for so long that I completely forgot that now that we're outside, I'm sure that takes time to
Probably the
conjure
time of a
too. I'll
whistle.
have to look it up.
I believe that's a 1 hour casting time as well, I think.
I don't see why it would be any shorter.
Let me just quickly look as well. Sorry, what were you saying, Queen?
I'm just making fun of Dick.
I mean, if that 1 hour casting time ends up saving us more than an hour because we can travel faster overall, that may be worth it.
Well, at this point, 2 people are going to be encumbered, which means they're going to be walking at 20 feet per basically 6 seconds.
How
Okay.
much does Yuri weigh?
Okay, I found it.
I think he's about 180, 200 pounds. I don't actually know what his weight is, and I don't think he has it on his character sheet.
Because I completely forgot. I have powerful build, so if I go to lift him, I'm actually lifting half of his weight, technically.
Yeah, he doesn't have a weight in here.
Cool.
He's a regular
doesn't-
human, right?
Yes.
I think this horse would just be like a large horse.
It's actually a war horse.
Okay.
So its carrying capacity is probably pretty darn good and could probably carry both the
horse.
children and Yuri.
What's the what D&D are we doing? 5e?
5e, yeah. I
You
can also
probably just
look
have
at
to
the homebrew, one
slap
sec.
the kids on the back of the horse and Yuri across the ass.
A warhorse has a
And-
strength of 18. It's a large creature. Its carrying capacity is 540.
Make sure Yuri's face is right in the butt of the horse.
And then take a drawing
I've
of
got
it.
some rope.
Okay, so
I have silk rope.
Yeah, 540 pounds. So that seems like we could schwack on Yuri and all the kids.
At 3rd level, you gain the aid of an undead warhorse skeleton to ride into battle. You also gain a skeleton protector that accompanies you on your conquest. It acts on your initiative and obeys. Your mount or protector dies. You can spend 1 hour to reanimate the corpse. Your warhorse has never died.
Okay.
So you should be able to summon it in about 10 minutes. I would say it's a ritual casting, which is about a 10-minute long usually. So
Neato.
because
Really
your
wish-
warhorse has never
Beautiful.
actually died. Your skeleton has.
Yes. I have never conjured the horse yet.
I really wish we could have some fan art of like us all carrying a whole bunch of stuff while Dick's just like doo doo doo, like whistling, pulling the horse by the reins.
If you guys know anybody that does fan art, we can try and commission it.
I'll look into it.
I know a couple people. What's your budget?
$100 billion.
$1 Wait, you gotta get
We'll
the
talk
pinky
about
in
it
the
on
mouth.
Discord.
All right, so Dick spends 10 minutes conjuring up his warhorse, and you guys all make ready for a quick travel. So yeah, it's still gonna be about 4 hours. It's not gonna slow you guys down. What's up, Baelfires?
So since we have 10 minutes, how bad is the party doing health-wise? Like,
I have
no
a healer
damage
too.
roll.
I could also help. I could
I'm gonna
throw.
You're
Type something
busy.
in my private channel to Keenara.
Okay.
I have something that can heal 6 people, like, and it does 2d8 plus 8 for heals for 6 people, and takes 10 minutes to cast.
That's pretty sick.
Sounds like you're casting it.
It's
I never
it's
got hit
my
by
last-
anything, so
It's my last spell slot, so
we also have Emma with us too, who can just do a little bit of healing. So if it's, I mean, I'd save the big one if we're not all hurt.
okay.
I'm at 20 of 25 right now. And usually it's 31.
I'm at about half.
I am at full health.
I'm at full health.
I'm at full.
How did
Yeah,
veteran?
I'd say about that. Do we
I thought
not
you had a whole bunch
remember
of
what happened last session? I'm not repeating it.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry. If we don't need it, then I'm not going to cast it.
So, looking at, sorry, go ahead, Baelfire.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just with the fact of I have such high appreciation for Ifear, because he's healed us in the past, and I saw that he did take a boulder that I was able to dodge. So I'm gonna send Emma over to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
So we have Ismark, which is at about half health right now.
2.
Swift is at
I love the cats.
Swift is about half health as well.
You could send Emma over to me.
And Alyssa is
I
below
can-
half.
I'll heal.
I'm not hurt, but if she's key,
I will heal. Yeah, Atacat, I'll heal you with healing word.
Your
I
ritual
do
costs
not
are
need
busy,
healing.
So you'd have to wait.
Sorry, I'm busy. You're right.
She's also full health.
Sorry. I thought you just asked for
Okay.
heals.
no, I just asked for the company of a lovely woman.
Oh, I see.
All right, so I'd say over the course of about 10 minutes, you guys all, discuss some stuff. Queen, and Athena, did you want to take any souvenirs from the hags before we left?
Yeah, I guess I'll go take a tooth. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Also, one last thing
Memory
before I
hard.
forget about it. I'm a little disappointed in some action that we got in there, but I'm gonna reach deep in my pocket, grab 5 silver pieces, and hand it over to Dick.
You don't need to do
Smack
that.
you in the face
I don't
with it while
deserve
you're
it.
at it.
I
It's
don't
because
deserve it.
you did hit one thing, so
You should have made it
It
go
was just
both
a
ways.
mess.
For every miss, you take 5 back.
I'd be making so much money.
I'd be
No.
broke.
I didn't say no. He would have to stop at 0. You can't take anything that you're not going to give him.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, moving along. So you guys over the next 4 hours. What do you guys? Any conversations you guys want to have while you make your way towards Valaki?
I'm gonna heal Alyssa. She's
Okay.
like super hurt, right?
Yeah, she's like 11 out of 25 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I have healed her for 6.
All right. I will put her at 17 of 25. That's a little bit better for sure.
And since we're continuing that, I'm gonna have Emma try and heal Ifir again. But this time she'll do it as a level 2
Ooh la la.
for 7.
Much better.
Sorry, I don't know how these spell things work. I'm just a barbarian. So I was like, oh wait.
You're doing great.
I'm pretty close to full.
All right. And so as you guys are making your way, you get about 2/3 of the way there, and you start seeing it's getting darker and darker. And as darkness finally settles over, in the distance you can see torch lights, and you can see, you know, what looks to be a big gated wall coming up upon you. But as you see that, you also, out of the corner of your eye, who has the highest passive perception right now?
Mine is 14.
10.
14.
It's
Are
wisdom
we in
plus 10.
forest?
Perception is wisdom plus 10, yes.
23.
No. Sorry, wisdom modifier plus 10.
Oh, 11.
Mine's 11 as well.
Nafina and Ifir, out of the corner of your eyes, you see what looks to be 3 of those bigger wolves. They are known as dire wolves, stalking along the tree line at you. They're watching you. They have not attacked yet, but there are 3 of them.
Maybe they just want some ear scritches.
And give me a second. I'm going to move you guys all to next, back to the Barovia map.
Yeah, you go try that, Dick. Good luck with that. Bring your war horse.
You should charge the warhorse with Yuri on it at them as a distraction.
Apparently, I grabbed these drawings while I'm at it. Okay, I got to delete a whole bunch of these other character tokens. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, okay.
I'm missing Emma, if that matters.
And I fear we're over coming up the road right here, basically east. I've got you all kind of scattered there, but that's okay. I know. So yeah,
Can I try and intimidate them to leave us alone?
are you going to use your animal thingamabobber?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning of your words, though they have no special ability to understand them in return. You have an advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them. Yes, go ahead. All right, how are you going to do this?
I'm just going to turn to them and give them the my most intimidating stare and growl and just bare my teeth and try to send them the message that they should leave us alone and go home.
Okay. One. They gnash their teeth at you, threateningly. They're not entirely convinced to leave you alone, but they do back off a little bit. But they continue to follow you.
As long as they don't catch up with us.
You guys, as you get even closer and closer to Volaki, the wolves still following you. As you approach the eastern gate, you see the gate has actually been chained with iron chains and iron padlocks. Gates are obviously closed and locked. Atop of the gate, you see two guards, one male and one female, both clad in iron plate armor, carrying spears. The male and female both don't have helmets, but they're clad in like iron chest and legs. You can see the facial features of the female. She has a massive scar that goes from basically up here on her forehead all the way across down to her chin. What looks like 4 claw marks across her face. And the male looks like he's got like a top-knot haircut. And as you guys approach the gate, the female steps up. Halt! Who goes there?
Please, we have an injured friend, and we're being followed by wolves.
Nobody comes through the gates after dark. You'll have to come back in the morning.
Can we stay in front of the gate?
I would not suggest it. There's
Why
wolves
not?
in these woods.
Yeah, that's why we don't want to go back to the woods.
Well, you can't stay here. You're not coming through these gates.
Is there anything that we can do to prove to you that we mean your town no harm?
If we let you in, we're setting precedent. The burgomaster would not be happy that we let outsiders in without ensuring you're not vampires. I'm sorry, but no, there's nothing you can do.
I look at Ismark and I'm like, you got any pull here, buddy? You're the son of a burgomaster.
I'm sorry. The burgomaster of Barovia never had any political ties with any of the other 2 cities in the valley. I mean, I can try, but I can't promise anything. And
we better try before we get our asses eaten.
What's a quick test to tell if people aren't vampires?
Well, we know that we are able to convince Irina that we are not vampires by entering her house without permission.
Unfortunately, they're not going to allow you to get through the gates to walk into somebody's house to prove that you're a vampire.
How tall are the gates?
Okay, I'm gonna try to intimidate the guy. I'm gonna say, listen, buddy, if you don't let us in, then you're not only gonna have vampire and wolf problems, but you're gonna have us problems too.
No, you're not. We will not hurt you or anyone in your town.
I want to roll my intimidation.
Check.
Unless they try and hurt us first.
I rolled a 16.
Yeah, they're not having it. They're more intimidated by the burgomaster than anybody that is on the other side of those gates. They feel safe, and there's nothing you guys can do about it.
How tall are the gates?
They are about 15 feet high. And the walls are about 20.
What were the gates made out of?
Iron.
Give me your grappling hook, Baelfire. I've got this silk rope.
I'll hand her my grappling hook. But
They
should
said
do
we
this-
can't come through the gates. They didn't
We
say
do
we
this
can't go
entrance?
over the wall.
As you do that, 3 more guards from behind the wall that you did not see step up. Quickly talk amongst the 2 that you first initially saw, and then make their way quickly along the wall, both north and west.
Can we speak to the burgomaster?
He is not to be bothered at night. Nobody leaves their homes.
Is there anywhere safe that we can spend the night?
You can sleep in the so I forgot to mention that there are a few abandoned cottages just outside the gate. You guys can stay the night in one of those if you think you will be safe.
Well, we'd really prefer to come into Valaki where we know we would be fairly safe, but if that's the only option, then we'll definitely consider it.
So I would allow one of you to roll a persuasion check to try and convince the guard to unlock the gate.
My charisma is decent. I have +3 on persuasion. Anyone
Is it-
want to help me?
This would not
Yeah,
be
the
me.
only other person that had charisma was Yuri, and he's fucking
I have
slumped over the back of a horse.
I have
got
+1.
+2.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my advantages.
Okay.
I was not very persuasive. I rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Please help us. We're tired, we're injured, we're trying to get to safety.
And we have
As-
children.
Yeah.
As you guys continue to try and persuade the guards, 2 of the 3 dire wolves step out from the forest behind you. And they're ready to fight. So I will need
Do
you
any of
guys
us
to-
notice them sneaking up on us?
Swift did. He kind of comes up to you guys. We have a problem. But again, they look
Crap.
ready to fight, but they're not ready to swing an attack. The guards behind you start screaming, "To arms!" And you can hear it echoing across the town. And within a matter of moments, you see about 20 guardsmen at the gate ready to take out the dire wolves. So
I'm gonna shout to the party. Line up against the gate so if they shoot arrows, they don't hit us. Kids, get against the wall, quick.
everybody scatters against the walls. And as the dire wolves finally start to charge, you see as men and women across the walls are lining up shots. And all of a sudden, you see as one of them goes to jump at Swift, Swift dodges out of the way in front of the gate, and you see a spear come straight out, impaling one of the wolves. After a few moments, the battle is over, and the dire wolves lie dead at the gate, right at your guys'.
Told you guys it'd be better to come up against something close to the town.
The guards quickly look at you and say, "How dare you bring these to our frickin' gates? And you know what? We would have let you in, but now you can sleep outside." And they actually turn around and walk away.
Bring them here. They followed us here.
So yeah, like I said, there looks like there is one of the cottages that have been abandoned on the outside of the house. There's only one that has a door that's actually still on its hinges.
I want to take note of the dickbag guard's face.
The what?
The asshole guard that's being all douchebaggy and not letting us in, and then said that after the dire wolves came to attack us. I want to take note of his face so I can kill him later once we're in the town.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Me too.
Please don't kill our potential allies. We have very few of them. We
They're
don't
not
need
gonna
to make
notice
more
you.
enemies.
That guy's not an ally.
Swift will do it. He's rogue.
I agree. We don't kill
Alyssa will
allies.
do it.
That guy's not an ally.
Let
Send
me just
Alyssa.
quickly resize all your tokens. Oh,
I mean,
apparently
none
I
of that
grabbed more
was said
cancel
out
by
loud,
accident.
so that was just internal thought. By the way,
True. Okay. I cannot hear your thoughts yet.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna step inside the house.
Yep.
well, not much of
Okay.
a choice. I would like to try to barricade the door.
All right. So can you guys all see in here?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
What would you guys like to use to barricade the doors?
The bed.
Yeah.
What
The
are-
bed, the
what is
furniture,
there?
the sofa.
Is the furniture that we see what's actually there?
Yes. Across the south wall, you guys see, a fireplace. In front of the fireplace, there is a rug, and a chair. Upon the south and western side of the house here, you see some old pots and pans and plates and bowls, and you see a hutch underneath that. You see a stove. You see a what looks to be like a fresh water barrel that is completely dry.
Oh crap.
Or not completely dry, but has algae in it and maybe about 3 inches of water underneath at the bottom of it. Yeah, what you see here is what you've got.
And are there windows as well, or just the door?
No window.
That's good. I would like to try to start a fire.
Okay, survival check, please. You're proficient with Tinderbox, yeah?
Yeah, and I have one. I
Perfect.
rolled a
Yeah.
20.
You light a decent fire. So what are we going to be using to barricade this door?
Well, it looks like there's a table. And
There's a
then it looks
broken
like
bed
there's
here.
a couch.
There's a completely broken bed that's all a bunch of wood that we could probably, fashion together some kind of.
And it's got a metal
Barricade.
frame.
Yeah.
Yep, it does. Yeah, brass.
I'd use a bed.
What kind of skills checks do we need to be able to take this apart? I guess we see what equipment we have, inventory.
I think it would be another survival check at that point, I guess, because I mean, like, you're using skills to like dismantle and create and fasten and stuff like that. So I would say it was another survival check. And I would let you all roll it to see how well you guys do as a collective group. And
9. Not good.
Natural 1.
Got a 12.
18.
okay. Collectively, you guys build what you think is a pretty decent barricade. You don't think anything can get in. Yeah, you guys are pretty much strapped down for the night. What were you guys doing with Yuri's body?
Assuming we don't want to use it as a distraction tool outside, maybe put him in front of the fire?
And Doc, what are you doing about your warhorse?
Bring it in the house.
Bring him in.
I
He'll
don't
get
think
cold.
they don't fit. They
Can
don't
you
fit.
unsummon and resummon it?
I suppose.
I would say you could. I mean, you have control over them. I would say it's a quick 10-minute ritual to unsummon as well as summon. The only thing that takes longer is if it dies, right? So
Fair enough. So we'll take the kids and Yuri off and put them in bed, and then I'll unsummon the horsey man. I have to come up with a good name for him.
where are you guys putting the kids? Are you guys gonna put it on this like torn up mattress or what?
On a chair, maybe?
Okay.
And
Your
I've got a
5-year-old.
bedroll. I can sleep on the floor. I
Me
just
too.
want to check under this long, kind of upturned rug that there's not any secret doors or anything.
Perception? No, investigation.
Investigation check?
Yes, please.
Can I look around in the kitchen for food?
Anything that you find in the kitchen, yeah, go for it. Another investigation check.
9.
You find in one cupboard, you find some like dried meat. It doesn't look like it's spoiled. Everything else that you find is completely spoiled. Like there's
Okay.
mold growing out of one of the cupboards. Yeah, there's nothing really salvageable here other than maybe that dried meat.
I'll give the dried meat to the kids, see if they're hungry.
As you bring the dried meat to the kids, they look like they have like completely like just passed out. They're fast asleep on the chair.
Oh, that's nice.
Lucky
Okay,
buggers.
I'll offer up the food to anybody who wants it.
I could make it tastier or warm it up if you want.
Let's see what you can do. I'll hand it over.
What are you using to heat it up, Petra?
Prestidigitation. Chill,
Oh,
warm, or
okay.
flavor up to 1 cubic feet of non-living material for 1 hour.
Okay, I was like, wait, is she gonna try and like cast a firebolt or something in the house? I would expect that on a BK, not
I can
freaking you.
also
I thought the fire was lit.
flavor
It is.
thing.
Oh, okay. Well, you could cook something over the fire, easy.
And sorry, what's this thing at the end of the hallway, at the end of the rug? On the wall?
Right?
Yeah.
That's the door that you guys came in. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
That's where you guys
Ah.
put the barricade. I just can't move any of the stuff.
Yep.
Swift is going to curl up on the rug in front of the fire and stay nice and warm. If you need me,
And is
I'll be
already
stretching my
asleep.
paws out here. Oh,
Does he purr?
no purring for you, Vetra.
Aw, I'll get you next time, Swift.
Don't touch my tail.
Jeez, get a room.
Can I give you a scritch between the ears?
Okay.
I'll scritch him.
Kinda just does that little thing that
Thanks
casts with her
for
head.
saving those kids today. You did real good, Swift.
Hey, all in a day's work. Children have no right to be in trouble. Leave that to the adults.
You do it best.
Does
I'm-
anybody have any ale with them? I did not bring the barrel that had left at the mansion.
I could make my water taste like ale, but it wouldn't get you drunk.
Ah, useless.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, what's up, Dick?
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm gonna lay out my bedroll in this bedroom over here.
I'm gonna be
Ah.
laying out a bedroll in the same room as well.
Ismark and Irina are going to take the bedroom that you guys took the bed out of. They're going to close this door and they're just going to shut themselves in for the night. Get that look out of your eye.
I'll set up my bedroll near the fire as well.
Alyssa's sticking alongside Queen or Nafina.
I'd tell her that she should rest.
We might be
Yeah.
able to get a second fire going in the oven if you want.
Yeah, we can do that.
I was gonna trance where I could hear anything coming
I love the drawing.
and suggest to Alyssa that she rests near the fire and tries to get some shut-eye.
Alyssa, being a stubborn 13, 14-year-old girl, says, I'm not tired. I don't want to go to sleep yet. But you can still see she's like very ragged in her breathing from the energy spent today.
We need you with your strength tomorrow, please. Go rest. I'm gonna be resting soon too. I need it.
Alyssa, you can help me keep the children safe over here. Well, you can share my bedroll if you want.
Okay. And she finally like sulks over to you guys
And probably passes out instantly.
she props herself up to, at the against the chair with the two children, and yeah, literally just passes out within a matter of moments. So from what I'm seeing right now, you guys have barricaded the door. You guys are all getting ready to set in for a long rest for the evening. And you were gonna trance close to where you could hear anything trying to get in.
Yes,
right,
please.
Okay.
Did we want to do like one last check for like traps or like maybe like an arcana check, or are the last two places we've went to were basically haunted, so maybe we should check to make sure this place isn't haunted too.
I'll
Knowing
do
our
what I
luck.
can.
If anybody can do that, that might be a good idea for we.
I am very sleepy. I rolled an 11.
From what you can determine, Vetra, no magic in the area.
I don't think there's any magic here. Go to bed.
Can multiples of us do Arcana checks?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna do one as well. Never mind. I see nothing.
Copy. Cute.
Natty 1.
BK's like, magic? What's magic? I have no clue what this magic you speak of
Hey,
is.
I'm proficient in magic thanks to Emma. Yeah, obviously I didn't learn it properly from her.
The only magic you're proficient in is the stuff that is favored to you by your god.
Well, that and the tattoo thing that she did for me, and it allows me to call my 2 retainers. That's the only reason why I have
true.
the kind of Arcana special stuff.
Queen,
Clearly,
with
that's all I know.
with a perception check of 10, you check around and you don't perceive any traps in the house.
Okay, I'm going to, I guess about an hour before bed, I'm going to start conjuring up the old boner. So he'll be ready for tomorrow morning.
Do we need to set a watch,
Everybody
or
just drink for that.
do we need to set a watch, or is the trancing sufficient?
I could, once I summon my dude, I could basically have him just stand there and wait until the sun comes up and then wake us up.
Yeah, you can do that, or you guys can all take 1 hour of watch. Or 4 of you can take 1 hour of watch, and then Nefina can take up the last 4 hours with Boner or whatever, however you want that to work.
Vetra's
Swift.
asleep already. She's exhausted.
Swift is purring away because Vetra's sleeping, so she doesn't know this. He kind of pokes his head up and says, well, you know, I don't usually sleep at night, so I don't mind taking up watch for an hour or 2.
I can do an hour.
Looks like we got it covered then.
Okay. You guys, okay, so I need a perception check from the 2 of you.
Sorry, the
So
2 of who?
I fear, sorry, the 3 of you. I fear, Dick, and Nafina. I need perception checks from all 3 of you. And I will get Swift here in a second.
Damn.
21 for me.
Yeah.
20 for me.
10. Nice rolls.
I mean, it was about to roll 3, but then I willed it to roll better.
Like in here, and I perception check from good old Swift. Okay. Throughout the night, as you guys are sleeping, nothing. You guys don't perceive anything coming at the door. You guys don't hear anything outside the door. Dick, about the time that you take up watch, you hear what you think is the rattling of the door handle. You're not sure if this is because you are just dead tired and you're hearing things, seeing things. But for the most part, you guys all take a nice long rest and you wake up bright and early in the morning, nothing has happened.
I mean, hearing something wouldn't be out of the ordinary, right? We made a giant barricade just for exactly that reason, so
Mhm.
I don't think it would be too spooky to hear a door jiggle.
And you guys can all take your long rest.
Remember to press confirm and make sure your hit points go back to max.
I did it.
All right. So as you guys all wake up for in the morning, what are you guys doing? What do you want to do? Who wakes up first?
Well, I guess I'd be like coming out of a trance, so
I'm sleeping on the ground, so I think I'll only sleep as long as necessary.
As you come out of your trance, Nafina, you notice Swift over at the fire, kind of poking at the embers. The fire had died over night, and it's quite cold.
okay, I'll go restart the fire, I guess.
How are you gonna do that? There's no more fuel.
Okay, well then, yeah, cool, great. I don't have anything to do then. I don't know.
The noise would probably wake me right next to me of you trying to light nothing. And I'll say, hey, why don't you go grab that rug and put that in the fireplace?
Yep.
I mean, are we?
I mean, it's morning now, so
Why don't we
what do
just
you
hit the
guys?
road?
Or we could leave. Okay. I'll wake people up. I'll go and I'll shake Swift's shoulder and
He's awake. He was the one
kids, Alyssa
running
and
at
the
fire.
kids.
Before we leave, I'm going to take 10 minutes and give an inspiring speech.
Yes, I love these speeches.
Speech.
Well, everyone, we have survived another night, even though you try over and over to kill yourselves. So today, please try to kill yourselves just a little less. It would make my job much, much easier.
That's
I clap.
inspiring enough, I think.
So Baelfire, Dick, Nafina, Vetra, Swift, and let's say Ismark, they all get 6 temporary hit points.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to conjure the sound of like soft applause from many people.
As Aifir was actually making that speech, the Swift actually whispers into Vetra's ear, "Hey, can you do that trick to pretend it's alcohol so we can have a toast?"
Well, I could, or I could save my water for when I'm thirsty.
Spoil sport.
Let's just go get a beer, okay?
All right, let's go get beer.
Breakfast.
And as breakfast of champions. All right, so as you guys, I guess, make your wake ups and all that jazz, you guys obviously are gonna unbarricade the door, I would assume.
I'm gonna say, barley soup, my favorite.
Did anyone hear anything last night? Did anything test the barricade?
I heard the lock jiggle once, but other than that, my watch was very quiet.
Okay, kids, get to the back just in case. Alyssa, you're in charge of them. If that's okay, Queen. Nafina.
Yeah, of course.
Swift steps up to the right side of the door before you guys open it and kind of crouches, and he's gonna go into a stealth. He rolls a 22. Yeah, he's pretty stealthy. I'm gonna get rid of this barricade here. One sec. You guys did an amazing job drawing it. All right, who's opening the door?
I'll open the door.
Okay, go ahead.
Because nobody
can
really
send
heard
you-
anything, so I'm gonna
I
go
can
open the
send
door.
I can send my skelly
Baelfire.
guy out.
Yeah. Oh, one sec. You can drag your skelly out now.
Bring out the boner.
Morning wood all of a sudden all over again. All right. So as Baelfire opens the door, Swift and Boner are going to be behind him. And as you open the door, you see a set of footprints leading up to the door and exiting or leaving from the door. Yeah, they're relatively within like the last 3 or 4 hours. And
I'm gonna
as you
say-
step out, oh, go ahead.
I just want to say, ask who can track these? To anybody in the party?
Probably can. I'm a ranger.
Give me a survival check if you would like to, Queen.
Yeah, it's just one sec. What kind of terrain are we on?
At this point in time, we're on just like plains and roadways and stuff like that. Like we're between forests. We're not actually in a forest at the moment.
Damn it, you knew what I was going for.
Good try.
So you want survival, right? Yeah.
Yep.
20.
You watch the tracks, and the first set of tracks looks like it actually came from the gates of Balaki. No footprints leading in towards the gate, but they literally look like they came from out of town, and then they actually walked out and away from eastwards back the way you guys had come.
Can I tell what the footprints are?
Human.
Okay.
Or boot-shaped. Medium build.
Gross.
A wolf with boots.
And as you guys all step out and look towards the gates, the iron chains and padlocks that were once upon those gates are no longer there. The gates are still closed, and the guards are back at their post at the top. These are different guards from the ones you saw the night before. And as you look towards the town of Valaki, look around your surroundings and meanders. You look and see brooding mountains to the north and the south. And as the woods receded, they revealed a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against the wall in this early morning as though looking for a way inside. The dirt road ends at a set of, like I said, the iron gates. Again, they're no longer padlocked. Implanted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them that you guys didn't see last night somehow.
Did we not see them, or were they not there?
You did not see them. I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
Well, it's canon. You didn't see them. You were more intent on trying to kill a guard or jump over a wall.
I just was trying to never mind.
Jumping is
Alright.
fun, okay?
What would you guys like to do?
Let's get Irina in the walls.
Yep.
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 Does anyone want to be the one to approach the gate first in case the guards want to talk to us?
Is anybody gonna grab Yuri?
I look at you.
I'm happy to do it. I get along with people pretty good, you know?
Well,
And yeah, I'll help Dick get Yuri onto the warhorse.
yes.
Oh, that's huge.
That's what
Wow. I really wish I didn't have to spend so much time resizing everything.
I can't see anything.
What?
Yeah,
I
it's
see-
all
I
black
see-
except
Is this
for
a really
our
big map?
tokens.
Okay, so go to the far right and down.
Yeah, I see the markers. I just don't see anything else.
So what you're saying is apparently your torch is not lit again somehow.
Correct. I'm seeing
Well,
like
I don't
everybody
see
to
anything either. I only see the character
Same.
Well,
token.
again, that does not make new maps every single time. New maps.
Roll 20.
Yeah,
More
I
like
see.
roll to see anything.
I see my token clearly, and then I see Vetra. I see Nafina Jr. I see Ifir, and then that one dude.
Oh God, did you really have to call her that?
Nafina
How's
Jr.
that?
Yeah, that's what she is.
Any better?
Oh. I still see nothing.
It could be a good idea to stop spreading her name around so much, her real one.
Yeah,
How's
you
that?
do have a point.
I
There
see
it is.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the size of a small house.
Yeah, you'll have to
The theater of the mind's eye.
Oh, this is a big
Yeah,
map.
now
Can't
that-
even zoom in further.
I want to rob
Yeah.
everything.
yeah, that's
So you'll
as-
get
that's as
ample
far as we can
chance,
zoom
but
in.
let's see if we can get in the gate first. And in order to do that, we may have to stop talking about robbing everything.
All right. So, are you guys gonna step up to the gates?
Yes.
I think Nafina suggested that I talk to the guardsmen if they wanted to talk to us before we enter. Any objections? Anyone else want to come with me?
I'll go up with you.
Okay. Go ahead.
I
And move
think
your
we should
tokens.
all go up as a party, but
Yeah, we can
Send the kids
do
with
the
them.
mouthpiece.
Oh yeah, bring the kids along, definitely.
Very non-threatening.
Yep. On vampire.
Put your
woman.
spears away.
Who's got spears?
It's an idiom.
Oh. Okay. I got you. I got you.
Zip my zipper back up.
Rip. All right. As you guys step up to the gates, the guardsmen on the ground open the gates up for you and welcome you into the city of Vallaki.
Oh, that's different.
I breathe a sigh of relief. Come on, gang, let's go.
The gatesmen, as you walk in, ask you to halt for a moment and ask you what your business is and what your names are.
Hi, my name's Vetra, and I was hired to deliver these townspeople from the town of Borogravia to Vallaki. This is the daughter and son of Borogravia's Burgermeister. Do I have the right name for that city?
Barovia.
Barovia. This is the son and daughter of the Burgermeister of Barovia, and here they are, safe and sound.
Ismark corrects you for a moment. I'm actually the standing burgomaster of the village of Barovia.
Ah, so it gets passed down then.
I mean, I guess it was appointed to me when my father passed. Yes. The guardsman kind of looks awestruck for a moment and says, "Mr. Kolyanovich, I have some grave news for you. It came to us this morning that the village of Barovia has been burnt to the ground."
Oh no.
Wait, did anybody survive? The guardsmen know nothing else other than Barovia just no longer exists.
he's a mean one, Mr. Strahd.
Oh, you're
I
saying
guess
that we
it's a
have
good thing
two
we
more
didn't go
orphans
back.
with us now. That we're gonna have 3 little Nafina juniors.
No, I don't think we should bring them with us. I think they'll find a place here. Guardsman,
Well-
is there an orphanage in this city?
An orphanage. I mean, you might be able to take them up to the church. I'm sure that Father Lucian would be glad to have a couple of children under his watch.
We'll definitely check it out. Thanks for the tip. Did the kids hear all of this?
Yes. They're just as white in the face and awestruck to hear the news. They like, but our parents, and this was never a role play moment that I was gonna happen. You guys are gonna drop the kids off and be done with them.
Good
I hand one of
riddance.
them an axe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I've already got 2 retainers. I'm just kidding.
The 5-year-old child that you hand the axe to tries to take it, and it just like drops out of his hands to the ground. He can't even pick it up.
Okay, I'll just snatch it back. Worth a try.
Look,
Oh boy.
Alyssa, you, I know, lost a lot of your family. Do you think you could hold their hands while we walk them to the church?
I guess so. And she takes the kid's hands and says, "Come with me, kids." And as you guys, I guess, assuming you guys are going to continue making your way through, as the guards are going to tell you that the church is sitting to the far west of the city, the city, and that if you guys wanted a nice,
the one with the graveyard.
yes. And that if you guys were to want to maybe take a time and get a good home-cooked meal, that the Blue Water Inn is just up the way. Take the first road on your left, and you will come across it on the right-hand side. It's about 5 minutes up the way. Yep, right about
I
there.
look at the party. I'm like, let's go to the church and then go get a drink.
Are we still right by the guardsmen?
Yes.
Was that,
Yeah, you guys-
I'd like to ask. Hey, I'm interested in joining the guards. Can you point me to the barracks, please?
You must be screened by Burgomaster. Hell's his name now? Shoot, Kolyanovich? No, that's the other Burgomaster.
Just
crap.
call him Brad for now.
Yeah, that's fine. Everything's-
he takes meetings with new recruits the same day as the festival.
What festival is that?
That is the festival of the Blazing Sun. It's a weekly festival we put on. It's to help protect the city of Vallaki against the guy in the castle, the Strahd. Yeah, he hasn't been seen here for many, many years. And the Burgomaster thinks it's due to these festivals.
That's
To tell you the
amazing.
truth,
I would love
we're
to
all-
attend one.
Oh, you're in luck. It'll be here in the morning.
Sounds great.
Can we stay for the festival? I love festivals. Is there food? Is there special festival food?
No. The festivals around here, I don't know what you think a festival is, but these are more like, how do I explain it?
We used to have a harvest festival where I was from, and when we gathered all the food from the fields before the winter came, we have a big festival, and they bake cakes, pies, and bread, anything with the wheat that we harvested.
Well, this one is more kind of like a ceremonial ritual kind of thing. The Burgomaster seems to think it helps. He performs like this ritual in the town center, and you know what? Frankly, we're all kind of sick and tired of it. We don't think that what he's actually trying to do is working. But we also haven't seen Strahd in many years, so maybe it is. All I know is if we don't attend, bad things happen. People have gone missing. People have been stoned to death in the at the stocks. Quite frankly, I think it's just the Burgomaster's way of maintaining his command of this town.
That doesn't sound as fun as the harvest festival, but I guess if we're here, we'd better go and check it out.
I'm gonna grab Vetra's hand and start leading her away and say, come on, we have to bring these kids to the church.
Go.
And once we're out of earshot of the guards, I'm like, I said to everybody, like, yo, somebody's getting sacrificed tonight. We should probably not stay here.
Somebody's getting sacrificed?
That's kind of what that festival sounded like to me.
Sounded more like if you didn't go, you'd be killed. So if we go, we should be fine, right?
Maybe.
I mean, the birth rate can't be that high in the town. 52 people a year? If that's how long years are here.
Well, he did say
Yeah.
that the priest would be really happy for more kids.
Oh. Thought he meant to help him set up.
Well, I mean, you know what priests are like.
Swift stops you very, very quickly and
Pray a
says,
lot?
okay, so you got this all wrong. You got this all very, very wrong. These festivals, I mean, no, they don't sacrifice people for the good of Strahd. No, I've been to a few of these. I used to help with the deliveries from the Wizard of the Wines to the Blue Water Inn. These rituals they're not rituals. It's like a ward. He thinks that these things he does is wards. The last festival I was a part of, they actually had they ran through the city with wolves' heads on pikes and tried to raise the morale of the townfolk.
Uh-huh. And then?
No, and then
And then?
no, and then
Okay, fine.
no, and then. All right. So you guys are making your way to the church?
I think that's the best call, yeah. We gotta get rid of these kids. Except Alyssa, she can stay.
Okay. So you guys make your way to Brewtown. You notice that people are looking at you oddly. They're looking obviously at the fact that you guys don't look human. But they don't like approach you. They don't try and talk to you. And that you get these weird looks from them as you guys continue to walk your way through town. And I'll slowly keep moving you guys along. Da 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 da. And eventually, you guys come to
anyone who gives me a weird look, I make like direct eye contact with until they break it first.
And then I'll stick out my tongue at them. And then wave and smile.
Okay, I'm just trying to find dirt. The heck is?
And I'm gonna be like, Swift, why these people stare?
Well, it took me some time to get used to. They're not used to non-humans being around here. You with the pointy ears, me with obviously the black bushy tail, Mr. Baelfire over there with the big face tattoos and, I mean, not very human-like size.
Racist.
I think Swift is the first different looking person that I ever met.
Yes, Vetra. It's, I mean, other than Drea and Ariad, there are elves
Oh yeah,
here.
them. Well,
I mean,
if they cover their hair, they're just kind of tall. I mean, if their
red.
hair covers their ears.
Swift continues to say, like, yeah, there's also some elves out in the area, but for the most part, it's all humans around here.
Everyone in my town's a...
Funny story, guys. There is no church map again, and I don't know why.
Did you look for the one labeled church?
Yeah, that's the Barovian church that burnt down. I don't know why the church is no longer here. I saw it this morning. I must be missing it.
Unplug it and plug it back in?
Yes, I totally did.
That's all the tech support I could help out with.
Did you
Then
try banging your head against the wall?
Did you try banging my head against the wall?
I'm
Every
sure
damn
that's
morning.
the next step.
All right, so you know what? We'll just do it this way. What am I looking for here?
Put us in another grass field. Do it. Make us imagine.
So actually, it says that we can just use the. Okay, my actual notes say use the Church of Barovia. Other than the fact that it's all busted up, and that's not the case. So, theater of minding it, you guys are all going to pretend you're back in that village of Barovia.
Imagine it prettier.
Quick question.
Yes.
It's less than 10 to the top of the hour. Is there
Yep.
anyone who needs to go right then?
I don't have the most time in the world.
Okay. Well, we're at a point, almost at a stopping point here. And then we'll call it naturally here in about 10-15 minutes. And so as you guys approach the church, see a centuries-old stone church that has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps amongst the graves. Do you guys step in?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
We're bringing these kids here.
So as you walk in, you see a bunch of townspeople gathered in church pews, and it looks like they're in the middle of a small service. You hear, as you guys kind of eavesdrop on the service, you hear the father at the front talking about the Morning Lord and prayers for watching over them and keeping the town safe as he has for years and years to come. That typical kind of stuff. And as he finishes the service, he spots you guys and walks straight up to you. Welcome to St. Andrew's Church. How can I be of a service to you?
We saved these little guys here from some witches in the woods, and they need somewhere to live.
Ah, children, what are your names? I am Matthew, and this is my brother. He kind of stops for a second and he's kind of a little shy. This is Malcolm. Well, Matthew and Malcolm, what brings you guys? I understand that you guys have been kidnapped by some. What did you say? Witches? Hags? What did you call them?
Hags,
with the
I
pointy
think.
ears.
Yeah, either would probably be accurate.
That must. Where are your parents?
I pull them aside, and I'm like, the parents were in Barovia. They apparently sold them to these hags for protection.
A lot of good. Did that town? I heard the terrible news. I had my friend Father Donovich. I haven't heard from him, and I hope he got out safe.
Ah, Donovich. Yeah, we met him.
Upstanding man. Very, very family oriented.
I just nod.
So what brings you guys to the church other than these children? I mean, I can definitely get them some gowns, and they can help with some chores. I have a few other children, and you do see some other children. They're picking up books and stuff from the pews as people are filing out.
Do the children look happy?
I mean, the children. Oh, you mean like the children that are already there? Yeah, they seem to be, as happy as they possibly can be. I mean, Barovia is a pretty dull place. Like, nobody really has a big creeping smile on their face. They don't. They look in good spirits, kind of thing.
They don't look like they're starving or anything, though, either.
No, no, they definitely look like they've been well fed and well taken care of.
I'm gonna press 5 gold pieces into the priest's hand. Say, I know feeding kids is expensive and it's not much, but maybe this can help.
Oh, that's not necessary. The donations made are just plenty enough. We live a very modest life. Actually, a couple of the older children have taken up hunting. You can see that they're about there's 2 older kids that are about a little older than Alyssa.
If you insist. No, it's a good thing that you're doing here for them.
Thank you. Yes, I mean, I've kind of taken on all of these kids on my own. Some of their parents never came back from hunting trips into the forest. I mean, obviously, you probably know from making that long travel from Barovia. I think that's where you said you came from.
Yeah, we
Do you
were
met
there.
Donovich? Yeah, I mean, I would assume that you guys have seen how perilous those roads can be. I will take these kids on my own, and he kind of calls over one of the older children and whispers into his ear to take them off and get them some food and dressed and cleaned up and stuff like that.
I thank him and wish him well.
I'm glad that they're with you. I'm sure that over the years you've lost members of your congregation and have helped their grieving families. So I know that you'll have the tools to help them through what they're going through. We don't know for sure that their families are lost, but guessing it's a pretty good chance.
Yes, we have not. I mean, it's a day's travel, and I don't know how long ago did you guys leave the village?
Yesterday.
Oh, when? Wait, if you got this happened overnight?
Yeah.
So rough. I would have thought that this had been days. Like, we don't usually get reports that quickly over here. Very, very, very strange things going on right now.
Do you know where the information came from?
It was given by to one of the guards. That's all we know.
Maybe we should go talk to those guards and ask them who beat us here.
Yes, do you know the guard's name, who it was given to? We'd like to speak to them.
Maybe it was Yuri.
Bum bum bum.
The father says, I mean, you could probably ask around at the Blue Water Inn. Somebody there might know what the guard's name was. I was just fed the information as the information wasn't. I mean, I'm a very busy man. Obviously, you could see I'm raising 3 children and have services that I do 3 times a day. I didn't get a chance to really.
Of course,
3 times a day. My goodness. Very pious town.
Thank you for your
Upstanding.
time.
Of course. If you don't mind, I need to get back and maybe get these other 2 children settled in and see what they how they're doing. They must be very, very tired and worn out from all of this excitement.
I'm sure they are.
And he, as he does that, he turns away. And with that, I think what we'll do is we'll call it here for the night. And we will pick up again next week at the same time.
Wow, perfect timing.
Yeah, I saw the time. I figured it was best. Sorry, any last minute things that you guys wanted to say before I ask a question?
Is anybody else insanely creeped out by this priest?
No. Fine to me.
Flush the town situation? Okay. Sorry, please go ahead.
What about Ifir over there, the other holy man? You're muted, bud. You're still muted. You're actually like muted, not pushed to talk.
I don't remember muting myself.
Good.
I'm creeped out by all priests, not Ifir, or just in general me.
My next question: for the last 15 minutes, have you said anything that we've been over talking you on? Okay.
No, I've just been nodding and shaking my head and going dun dun dun. That's about
Okay,
it.
just making sure. So then, yeah, we'll call a end to session 10 for tonight. Thanks everybody for sticking around and for the players being here and chatting up in stream a little bit there. Again, thank you all for coming by the stream, chatting and hanging out. We'll see you guys all next week for session 11. Until next time, may your dice be as unlucky as your rolls. Bye for now.
On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire. It's StarFallen. It's StarFallen.